I got a feeling I'm about to get put on. I got a feeling that something finna take off. I got a feeling, and it won't be too much longer. Got a feeling coming up on the.
Welcome back to another episode of Unpopular Honesty, the home of brutal honesty and real hip hop music. And today we're gonna do a little something different. Since my special guest is an R&B artist, we're gonna make this the R&B edition of Unpopular Honesty. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting here with PlayboiiTyy. What's going on, bro?
What's going on with it? How you feeling?
I'm all right. Well, we're gonna start at the beginning.
Let's go.
When did you decide that you was gonna make music and take it serious?
When I seen my dad, my aunt, when we used to go to the studio with them, I think I was like, had to be like 7, 8 years old. And seeing what they was doing with music, it made me want to start doing music of my own and try to get to where they was. But I've been doing music for a little minute. I've been in a choir, sung in a choir, but mainly just seeing how far they was getting and the people they was coming up and meeting with and doing stuff with. So that caught my attention and made me want to go for it.
Now, what R&B artists influenced your sound?
Definitely Chris Brown. Most definitely Chris Brown. I say him, Usher. I thought Argus in there too. Just them three for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, R&B has been in a weird space for over a decade now. And sometimes I have conversations with my friends about this. And because if you notice or if you pay attention, when people talk about R&B, they talk about the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s. They might come up to 2000s and they cut off at a certain point. And at that cutoff point is when music changed.
Yeah.
Now, this is my question. I know how we got here.
Yeah.
I know how we got here. So I ain't even got to ask you, where did it fuck up? You know what I'm saying? But now I'm going to say, will we ever get back to the R&B that people know, love, and remember? That's the question.
No, that's a good question. I don't know. I feel like a certain artist that give you that vibe, but are we ever gonna get back to that? Honestly, I don't think so. Cause the music game different now. It ain't how it used to be. So, but you got people that been doing it for a minute that's still on the same vibe. It's different because now they trying to be like the new wave and stuff like that. But
well, you know, that's part of the problem.
And that's why.
Well, that's really the problem.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because R&B was R&B at one point. And let me be real. Traditional R&B was R&B ballads or maybe up-tempo songs.
Yeah. Before
it had the influence of rap. Now, once you started adding rap to it, singers singing over rap beats, fine, cool. The problem is, once auto-tune was introduced.
Oh, yeah.
You had T-Pain using it. Kanye used it. And after that, everybody just took off with it and went their own directions. So now, the listener is like, well, why do I have to listen to R&B when you have rappers who are rapping and singing? And this is something that I have a problem with because I'm a rapper. And in my day, Rakim didn't sing. Tupac didn't sing.
Yeah.
Biggie didn't sing.
Yeah.
So this old, melodic rap, I don't really call it that. I call it singing. You know what I'm saying? Even though none of these people we talking about hit notes. In all reality.
Yeah.
But now, that's how R&B lost its sound and rap sound got diluted. Because now it's all this melodic rap bullshit. and R&B artists are trying to mimic rap artists. When really R&B used to be about love. They don't sing about that no more.
Yeah.
And we all know why. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy, man. It's because I make music and I'll be like, man, if it could go back to what it was, rap would sound like rap, R&B would sound like R&B, and both genres would thrive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But now, I gotta ask you this: do you have a top 5 R&B singers or groups?
Yeah, most definitely. It's funny because everybody know who number 1 is for me. Chris Brown, number 2. Even though he did some bad stuff, I'm still going with R. Kelly. 3 would be what's my boy's name? I forgot their name. I'm gonna give it to Usher. 4 definitely would be like what's their name? New Edition. Them, and gonna be a little weird, but H-Town.
H-Town, you talking about They Like It Slow, H-Town? Man, that's the shit. Knocking the boots, H-Town. Yeah, like, oh man, come on. That's that, when people talk about R&B, that's what they talk about. They talk about that. And you did mention his name. I mean, another key important factor is the king of R&B is doing 30 years in prison.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's something that nobody want to mention because of we know why. But hey, you just got to be honest because the boy was making hits for himself.
He got the talent.
And everybody else. I mean, you say he wrote 25 while he been in there. So, hey, man. Oh, man. All right. Now, as far as Beaumont is concerned, have you heard any other R&B artists? Do you know of any other R&B artists in the area? Or is it dry?
Honestly, I'm not going to even lie. I'm probably the only R&B artist I know in Beaumont. Because everybody I be around is rappers. I know some people that can sing, but they,
right.
R&B like me, no.
Okay.
No.
And talk about your album that you got out.
Oh, One of the Ones, yeah. That's it's like a little old school vibe. You're gonna get many different vibes on it. You're gonna have some love songs. You got, baby making music. It's any old school vibe you're looking for. It's all right there.
Now I want to ask you something. Is it hard to make love music in a time where it feels like people don't appreciate love no more?
No, because you still got people that be wanting that vibe. It's just
right.
It's at a different time, so everybody like rap. But yeah, it's a lot of people out there that.
Because I would, because I see stuff online like. For instance, women will get online and say, I want that 90s R&B love where men were singing in the rain. And then I get on there and I say, well, simple. Men not singing in the rain for hoes.
Yeah.
It's just not happening. You know what I'm saying? So, and a lot of them be modern women asking for this. And for me, I feel like they don't qualify. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, if you are a traditional woman, if you're a feminine woman, then yes, that's no you problem. All day.
I don't have no problem. If you one of those 6 red females and you want me to, I'm not doing it. I'm not. Ain't no finna be. I'm looking for it. No, I'm not standing in no rain singing to you. I'm sorry.
That's what I wanted to ask you because I could imagine that. I mean, me as a rapper, I try to be diverse as I can and talk about everything. But now I have to be real in reality.
Yeah.
And if I were to make like a love project or a project dedicated to women, I would have to be honest. Yeah. So it would be some songs on there talking bad about who.
And they probably still listen to it.
And they still listen to it because they eat
that's
that
the
shit
vibe
up.
they want now.
And then you have some on there that's not like that because you have some women out there who still love and appreciate real music, dedicated to a woman. It might not be explicit or vulgar,
Yeah,
but they still like that type of stuff. So that's what I would do. You know what I mean? That's just me as an artist. But looking out into reality, it's a different world it's a different time period from when, like when H-Town Knocking the Boots came out.
Yeah, it was. I was too young for it.
Oh my God. Well, I'm going to tell you because I was there. My goodness. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never seen Eruption like when you're in a party and a DJ drops it and people hear it and automatically know what it is by the first note of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And girls run into the motherfucking dance floor. That's what it was. That's what music was at that time period. Now it's like the music come on and it's like
it's a little different now.
It's different now because, you know, depending on what it is, if you done heard it all day in the car on your radio, you're not really gonna be excited about it when you hear it in a party.
Yeah.
You know, I want to ask you about the acting because that's something that artists within this area are starting to take advantage of as far as being in front of that camera on these movies. How do you feel about the movies and acting in movies?
I think it's good because I'm not gonna lie, Beaumont full of talent, and I feel like they can. If you can act, you can go far with it. The thing is, not a lot of people gonna do it. That's the only thing. Outside of that, I love to see Beaumont actually, you know, do movies, and you know, Beaumont ain't just about music. We got a lot. When I say a lot of talent, it's too many talented people out here, and we wasting it. So the people that's doing the movies and stuff, I love it because I don't know a lot of people that, you know, do the movies and stuff. Anytime I hear something about Beaumont and it's movie related, I'ma love it regardless. Cause now, you know, everybody, it's like y'all stepping out the comfort zone.
Right.
And that's what we need. So I feel like, you know, sooner or later the movie stuff with Beaumont is gonna take off.
Yeah.
And I'm saying it now. As soon as it take off, everybody's gonna get involved.
Yeah. And what you said about Beaumont having talent is right. Now, this is what I will say. It's people out here who are not using their talent to the maximum effect, and that's one thing. And then you have a lot of copycatism going on. Like instead of artists who want to be you know, original and have their own sound style, you get artists who already sound like people that's out there. And I've been saying that for years. Like, the only way we're gonna get ahead is if we embrace our own culture and our own style.
Our own identities too.
Yeah, because all that is important, man. Because, you know, if somebody was to come out here and didn't know nothing from nothing, and they just listened to like 5 artists, and let's just say all 5 of them artists sound the same, they just gonna look over it like, yeah, everybody sounds like
I'm listening to the same person and there's 5 different people.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We gotta have originality, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to ask you, or do you plan on putting any more music out this year?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I got a couple songs in the chamber. I got a couple. Like I said, I try to look for the old school vibe, but I also try to make something for this generation also. But I feel like my crowd is more of the older folks, like my era and up, instead of, you know, the younger generation. But yeah, I got some projects on the way. I ain't gonna, cause we still working on them. But yeah, I gotta. Matter of fact, I'm gonna say this: I have a remix and a single that I should be dropping this year.
Yeah. Now that's something throwback remixes, because I remember there was a time when, if a hot song come out, you almost anticipate the remix because the remix probably gonna have probably your favorite rappers on there, or it's just a jam, you know what I'm saying, that you wouldn't mind hearing the remix too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's a good thing, man. How would you define your sound if somebody was asking you, like, well, how do you define your music that you do? Like, what part of I know it's R&B, but what? Because it's categories that it can fall under.
So where would I place myself?
Yeah.
Baby making.
Baby making?
Baby making music. That's
you can't go wrong with that, because guess what? You can't go wrong with that because I feel like everything in life damn near have a soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the baby making aspect. I mean, it was written before we both came along. Yeah. I mean, at one point it was just R&B because that's all it was.
Yeah.
And then, like, maybe, I say in the last 15 to 20, I'd have seen some women do some things to some music that I never would have expected. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never would have guessed it. I never tried it myself. I'm always just been, hey, you can't go wrong with Jodeci. You can't go wrong with R. Kelly. Definitely. You can't go wrong with, just about anybody who I can name from the 90s who made good R&B music.
That's why I make making music. What R. Kelly said, Mama, yeah, I ain't gonna. But nah, I make baby making music. I make love songs, and what would I call it? It's like I wouldn't know what to call it, but it's like when you're talking to a girl and you know what she's going through, stuff like that. I make music
like I guess you could say that would fall under message music a little bit. If it's somebody going through something.
Yeah, we're going to call it message music.
Yeah.
So I do that.
That's cool. You know what I'm saying? Well, shit, man, before we get up out of here, is there anything that you would like to say to anybody? Anything that you would like to promote?
Yeah. My little brother has a EP dropping, I want to say this year. He goes by the name of Perico. My cousin, he goes by the name of Chunchy C. He has 2 projects out. I forgot the other one. What's the project called? I forgot the project. But yeah, Chunchy C, Perico. Who else? I want to say that's it. But yeah, shout out to my parents, my manager. My dad does movies. He's an actor, so that's why I'm trying to get into that and trying to be like my dad. Yeah, just everybody that's been a part of my journey. I just want to appreciate you and thank you for riding with me.
Already, man. On behalf of PlayboiiTyy and the good people at One Man Records, I am Cornbread Capone. This is Unpopular Honesty, the home of brutal honesty and real hip-hop music. And until next time, everybody, peace and love, because that's what the world needs in a major way. Peace and love.
Yes, sir.